Hi Herman, my name's Simon from Little Big Marketing San Diego. You spoke with my brother Mark, I believe, yesterday about having this quick video filmed and sent over to you. It's going to show you a few tips on or what to do if you were to get a website and a Google My Business on Google to help you generate more revenue using those tools and hopefully get you off if you are paying for companies like Yelp who tend to sell the same lead to multiple companies and make it very difficult to actually close those leads. So what I want to do is start off by showing you the reason why you might actually want to build a website and Google Business. So what I did was type in painting company Seattle, which is a keyword relevant to you. So a keyword is any search phrase someone types into Google looking for a product or service, and because you're a local business, we've included a local area as well. So as I scroll down, I just want to explain a couple of sections here. This is the Google search results page. These are Google ads, which we do utilize to gain short-term revenue as part of a longer brand management or brand building campaign that pays off over years to come, whilst the Google ads kind of can generate quick revenue within a week or a month to start paying for that long-term campaign. So these can be really lucrative when done correctly. As we keep going down further, we're going to see this is called the Map Pack or the Google Map Pack. And this is where the Google My Business accounts come into play. If you've ever heard of Google My Business or Google GMBs, this is what they are. They're what show up in the Google Maps. And these are extremely lucrative because people tend to trust Google, and Google has a lot of data, and it uses that data to essentially build these Google Business accounts, and shows potential leads exactly what they want to see. So you can see here review ratings, which is social proof, how many years in business, again more social proof, where they do it, and then provide easy contact options for the prospect to be able to contact that business. And because people do trust Google, particularly this local business section, they tend to generate hot leads which close much easier. And because you're the only one getting them, again, that's easier to close than some lead that's gone to 5 other companies all at the same time. So extremely lucrative to be in here. As we scroll down, I've chosen some competitors from down here, which is called the organic Google section. So we've got ads, the map pack, and now we have the organic search results. Okay, so I've chosen Sound Painting Solutions to have a look at to show you what they're doing and why they're doing it, to show you exactly why it's so lucrative. And I'm skipping Yelp here because they don't count. And I've chosen Finney Ridge Painting as well. Okay, so if we go ahead and look at Sound Painting Solutions, there's 3 main elements of SEO that we concentrate on, and they are content, backlinks, and citations. And I'm going to explain them as I go, but what I mean by content to start with is words and images on a home page, and headers as well. Okay, so your primary header should always be, which is the main front row center, here's what people see when they land on the page, should match what people are searching. So if somebody types in Painting Company Seattle, the first thing they expect to see here is Painting Company Seattle or Painting Company Seattle WA, whatever it is. It should match their search query very closely. That tells them straight away they're in the right place. They don't have any questions about whether they've landed on the right website or not. If they see that, they start scrolling down and they look at what services does this person actually offer, and does that align with what I want. Then they start looking at, well, why should I choose this person? So we add in these different trust symbols, and there's a lot more that goes into it, but the main thing in terms of ranking higher on Google we want to see is at least 1,500 to 2,000 words. That's a nice threshold that Google likes to see, and it tells Google that you are an authority on the topic of painting. If you can muster up 1,500 to 2,000 words and put it onto the home page, there's no doubt about painting, there's no doubt that you're an expert in the topic, and that's what Google is looking for. It wants to show users looking for a painting service, it wants to show them the experts in that area. So if you can get that content on there, as well as images. Images of your actual painting jobs specifically taken on your mobile phone. You do not need professional images taken. Mobile phone images are perfect because they embed data on that image that Google actually reads and sees where it was taken, when it was taken, and then you can give it a file name such as Painting Company Seattle, and Google also sees that and attaches that kind of relevance as well. If you were to look across the country at all the top ranking painting companies, the average is actually about 80 images. You don't need to have 80 images, you just need to have more than your top competition. So here we're only looking at a handful of images. Okay, so if you were to build a website, put a bunch of images on there of your own from your mobile phone and get that content in there as an expert, you're on the right track. Now, if we look at Finney Ridge, again, we don't see the correct header. People land on this and go, well, is this a painting company in San Diego, in Seattle? They need to continue reading down the page to find out. Still haven't found out. Still haven't found out. Still haven't found out. By now, I'm out. If I land on a page and it doesn't say I am exactly what you want and where you want it, I leave straight away. And that's the reality of 99% of searches if you don't give them what they want in that first line. Okay, so that's really, really important. So already, just looking to see how much content and images they've got. Already, if you were to add that content and looks like 10, maybe 15 images, you would be absolutely blowing these guys out of the water. Now, the second tip I mentioned was called backlinks. Okay, backlinks are where any website refers to another via a clickable link. You may have heard it called a hyperlinked text, and it's usually, even this right here is a type of backlink. If I was to click on this, it would take me to Sound Painting Solutions website. So that's a backlink. Now, what they do is they act like endorsements. They essentially, all of these backlinks here, so this company has 1,490 odd backlinks. That's essentially nearly 1,500 endorsements endorsing the content on their website. So that's other websites saying we believe in the content. We believe they're an expert. So what we do is we take these referring domains. So a backlink comes from a referring domain or a referring website. We actually come and look at this list and we go and get the exact same links that they have. These guys are already at the top. There's no reason why we need to reinvent the wheel. We get exactly what they have, but then we do more. Okay, so it's as simple as that. We better them in content, we better them in backlinks, and we're already 2 steps ahead. If I look at Finney Ridge Painting, they have 90 referring domains and 861 backlinks coming from those domains. Again, I'm going to come in here, get this list. Whatever's different from the Sound Painting Solutions, I'm going to get those as well and more. Okay, so that's tip number 2 is backlinks. The third I mentioned was citations. And one thing I wanted to point out here was when I typed in your business name, another random, this is a Google My Business, and it's what's known as a knowledge panel. When you type in the name of a business, if I was to type in my business name here, you should generate your own knowledge panel. So you see there, that's my business. You can see I've got products on here. And bits of information. I've got my business description. So these are, as I mentioned before, these are extremely important, and it's not an ideal situation if somebody else's business. It's lucky that these guys aren't, they're in the wrong area to you. So it's lucky these guys aren't an actual competitor. But if anyone was to see your name on the back of a truck or anywhere at all, and they typed in your business name and they saw this, they're going to click to this website and go, hey, they don't even have a website, right? This is what they will choose to click on. As governed by the data that we have. As I said, these are extremely potent tools and lucrative. So you really do need to set up a Google Business account if you don't have one, and you need to make it relevant to your business name if you do, because it's not showing up. And I can see here you've got a few things set up here, so it's likely that you don't have a Google Business account. Okay. So to rank in this map pack here, the main element is citations, and citations are just anywhere your business name, number, and address are mentioned on Google or on any directory listing, social media. So directories like Yelp, HomeAdvisor, Triple B, Expertise, all of those different directories. You don't need to pay for them. You just get the free listing, and then Google comes along, it sees those listings, and as long as you've got more of them than these guys, chances are you're going to start ranking into this map pack. So if you go ahead and get your content in order with images, you get your backlinks in order, and you get your citations in order, and you have more of them all than the people that are ranking at the top, you will rank higher than them, and you will start to gain the traffic that they gain. So what is the traffic that they're gaining? What is the clicks that they're getting from being at the top? If we look at Sound Painting Solutions here, organic traffic, that is how many clicks they're getting per month. Now this is an estimate, but it's usually lower than the reality. 2,400 clicks per month. If you were closing at just 10% of that number, you're potentially gaining an extra 240 jobs per month. Now, that isn't necessarily where you start. Like I mentioned, this type of campaign is a longer term campaign. It tends to grow as you target more keywords. And I did mention that keywords are anything that people type into Google looking for your service. So I'm going to show you the keywords that these guys are ranking for. And I'm just going to filter on Seattle so we know that they are all relevant to you. And you can see here, painting company Seattle is searched for approximately, so volume is how many times this keyword here is searched for per month. And you can see, well, I just clicked on that, but house painter Seattle is searched for approximately, and again, usually lower than reality, 450 times per month. So again, just 10% of that, you're looking at an extra 45 jobs a month if you were getting around that 450 clicks per month. Now, Seattle house painters, what you then start to do to get up towards those 2,500 clicks, 3,000 clicks, 4,000, as large as you want to go, you know, in terms of the revenue goal that you have, if you have a certain revenue goal, we work out how many jobs you need and then how many people we need to put your website and Google Business in front of to generate that revenue, right? So we then stack the volumes. So I'm going to go after this keyword. I'm going to rank for this keyword. I want to rank for this keyword, whatever is relevant and has that, and then has that volume to generate those clicks for you, and then that turn into jobs, okay? And we can see here, there's a ton of good keywords that you can go for, but you can also go hyperlocal and start to concentrate on different areas within the area of Seattle. Hyperlocal neighborhoods and the smaller cities around, you can break out location pages and rank in all of these different cities, and that's how you start to grow and grow and grow your business online, along with setting up all of those citations, social medias, backlinks, and you keep building on content. So that's really all there is to it in terms of that brand building online and generating the revenue through your own assets of website and Google Business. I really hope this helps, and if this is something that you don't want to do yourself, I totally understand. Please feel free to reach out to me. Obviously, this is what I do, but I also like to coach people in this, so if you want more free help or you want to do it yourself and you get a little bit stuck, reach out. I've got a ton of training material all ready to go to help out businesses in need. Generally, why I do this is to try and help people. I believe in the small business economy across the US, and that it's so important that I genuinely want to help small businesses grow and produce their own leads via their own assets. So I hope this helps. I hope you found this interesting and you could understand it. And with that, I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks very much.